Hey everybody, I hope you're doing well. My name is David Wilkerson and this is Surplus Funds 101. Just want to start off by saying thank you to all the people who have liked the video, left a comment, subscribed to the channel, sent it to a friend, or even left a PayPal, Venmo, or a Cash App donation. Those all mean a lot to me, you guys. I've been in the off-market real estate and creative finance space now for, gosh, it's been over 10 years that I've been doing unclaimed funds deals and creative real estate deals. And so these are all my top tricks and little tips that I have for people, and I give them out for free. So if you guys haven't subscribed, go and do it right now. But you guys, with that being said, I want to make a video this morning and go over just a few things that I would avoid if I was getting started. If I could kind of redo everything and kind of have everything as a clean slate, these are the three things that I would do, three mindsets more or less to avoid, because we all know our thoughts can be it can put us in the biggest prison that we've ever been in, and so with that being said, here we go, you guys. The very first thing that I always am telling people not to do is spend a bunch of money on fancy tech tools and a fancy tech platform. When you get it going with this business, you're going to be comparing the hell out of yourself to everybody else, or everybody else that put a video up on YouTube telling you that they made $100,000 in like 2 days, right? And you're going to feel like you need to also have these fancy tools, because if you don't, it's going to be, you aren't going to be able to make money. And that's completely wrong. Most of these fancy platforms and tech tools are just that. They're platforms. Okay. Now, what they do is they help assist you with a task or a process that usually a human would do. So as an independent operator, once your task list becomes too damn high, that's when you start outsourcing things. Okay. And that's when these tech tools really come into play and really start being the benefit for the money that you're spending every single month. But when you're just getting started, you can do all those manual things yourself. And I almost suggest people to do that too. Like, my whole outlook on business is I want to spend the least right up front before I can start breaking even and starting seeing money come in. And so, you guys, another thing too, when you're doing these tasks manually, you become really, really good at it. Okay. Then the best part about it is you can train other people to do it. Eventually, I'm going to show you guys exactly what you need to do to remove yourself and then plug in VAs VAs that you pay $4 an hour to do all these tasks for you. But how could you ever train a virtual assistant to be proficient in a task if you can't do it yourself? Okay. Now, I'm not saying that these tools aren't good. I have a bunch of them. I spend money. I probably spend $600 a month on just tech tools alone, not including data or skip tracing or anything like that. So there definitely is a time and a place for it. But my business is at the place where it makes sense to do it. So, because the very first thing, like I said, you don't need to have all the fancy tech tools right out of the gate. Okay. The second thing is adding time to everything. Okay. As entrepreneurs, time is the fucking enemy. Okay. Remove as much of it as possible to shorten up the gap between idea and monetization of idea. Because, I think that one of the biggest diseases that entrepreneurs have is they get choked out in between idea and monetization. They always are saying things like, oh, I'll skip trace the list tomorrow. I've already done one thing today. On Friday, I'll call my leads in the afternoon because I'm assuming that they'll be home from work and that they won't be as offended. And you'll put all these crazy beliefs and labels on all these little things, and you gotta stop doing that. Stop adding time. Remove it. Your time here on earth is limited, and you could stop listening to this and get into a car accident on your way to work or something bad. I hope that doesn't happen, but you guys get what I'm saying. Like, the idea of adding time to everything, making sure that you have a business cards and a website and a office phone number in place before you get to work. It's crazy, you guys. It's absolutely crazy. Stop adding so much time to everything. Remove it. If the task can get done tomorrow, if there's time today to do a task that tomorrow can get done, then do it today. Okay. And another thing too, there is no bad time to make a phone call or follow up. I know in my earlier on parts of my career, I'd have these narratives in my head that, I have to wait 3 days to follow up with somebody. Otherwise they won't do business with me, or whatever the scenario, thought, or label might be that you create. And I'm telling you guys, like, people they don't remember what they ate for breakfast yesterday. They're not going to really put too much of an emphasis on you calling them up 3 hours before the time that you agreed to, or in 2 weeks when they told you to call them in 4, whatever it might be. You guys, there's no bad time to follow up. If you guys have that prompting in your belly, pick up the phone and make those phone calls. Okay, and then here's the 3 things. Not allowing yourself to be happy and taking life too seriously. And ask yourself, you guys, a really big question here. When was the last time you guys smiled or you were genuinely happy for an extended amount of time? I know I'm 33 years old right now. I don't have any kids. I'm not married, but there's all these pressures and stressors on life. And I know myself, I find myself every now and again just being too serious all the time. And then I'll go to bed and I'll be like, what in the world was I doing? Was there an ROI on that? And there never is. Like when you go talk to any of the seniors in nursing homes, and I've had a good opportunity volunteering in some of those spots. But all of them are going to tell you usually 1 or 2 things about the things they regret. It's either they didn't take enough risks or they spent their life being too serious, not joking around, not having fun. And I know I'm guilty of that, you guys. So don't be guilty of that as well. Smile, have fun, joke around. Like you only get one life to live. And I'm not saying like money isn't important and getting a bunch of deals isn't important and being super successful isn't, because all those things are, they definitely are. But, you'll never be able to go back to your son's t-ball game a second time, and other little things like that, And so I know a lot of people, they spend their whole life chasing money and they never have a successful business. What a crap life that must be. So you guys got to know how to turn the TV off, turn the computer off, turn the phone off, and let your business be a business when you aren't there and you not respond to it, you guys. But yeah, that's it. If you guys liked this video, go ahead and like the video, put a comment down below, and even if you guys want to leave a PayPal or a Cash App or a Venmo donation, dude, those are all huge. So appreciate it big time. Thank you guys. Bye-bye.